So if you could go ahead, let me shut up and you go ahead. It's just share your testimony.
Sure. One really special testimony that I have, and I guess I want to give this to kind of encourage the listeners, whatever they might be going through. This testimony is to encourage you. I can remember a time when I was single. This is before I got married. I'm married now. And I, had my own place, and I had a lot of bills. I was really struggling, trying to make ends meet. And I was so discouraged about it. I had gotten depressed about it. Just really kind of distraught. And I can remember sitting in my apartment looking at all my bills, and I became angry, about it all, because I couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. I just could not see it ending. And I didn't know how I was going to get ahead and get to a better place. And I can remember crying out and screaming, and eventually I became enraged. I had a personal temper tantrum all by myself. And I picked up bills and I started throwing them across the room and just throwing stuff. I was just really enraged. I had hit my lowest low because I was really tired of going through that situation and not getting ahead. And I remember falling to the floor and just kind of laying prostrate and saying, God, help me, help me. I can't do this anymore. I really need your help. I don't know what to do to get myself out of this situation. I need you to help me. And I can't say that instantly God turned it around, because that would have been like, 5 minutes later. But I can tell you, within the next week, I got a phone call from a friend of mine that he informed me that an audition was coming to Columbus, and it was for this European gospel show, and he wanted me to audition for it. And I'm like, really? Okay, I was kind of in a rut, so I wasn't overly excited about it, but I was like, okay. And I asked him when the audition was, and he says, it's like at 6 o'clock, started at 6 o'clock at a church. And I got off work at 5, and I had, in trying to better my life and try to earn more money, I had enrolled in class, go to class. So I went ahead and left work, went to the audition. When I got there, there was a long line of people there to audition. And I'm like, well, I don't have time to sit in this line. I have to get to class. So I knew some people that were regulating the line, and they let me ahead. And so when I got in to do the audition, the director asked me what I was going to sing. And I told him I wanted to sing We Shall Be Holding. At that time, I was singing in lots of clubs. I wasn't doing lots of gospel, so I didn't have a huge gospel repertoire. So that was one of the songs that I knew. And he told me he didn't want to hear me sing that. He said, that's not gospel, meaning traditional gospel. He said, I want to hear, stomp down, drag, kind of gospel singing. I'm like, I didn't know what I was at a loss. I'm like, oh Lord. So then he said, I want to hear you sing Amazing Grace. And I felt totally unprepared because I hadn't practiced Amazing Grace. I wasn't ready to sing. So I just sung it, and then he asked me to sing some other songs, asked me to harmonize, And then he said, thank you, and I left and went to class. Got up the next morning, went to work, my normal routine. Didn't feel any kind of way about the audition. I didn't know really how it went. I didn't think it went well because I didn't get to sing what I was prepared to sing. And so I get a call around 11 o'clock that morning at work, and it was this director stating that he really liked my voice, would really like to get me to Europe, and asked me if I could come, to join their production. And I'm like, seriously? And he said, do you have a passport? I said, yes. Had a passport. So make a long story short, 2 weeks later, I was in Europe. I was in Germany doing this gospel production, and I continued to do it for the next 4 years. God turned it all around. He turned it all around. I was able to pay off all of my bills and be completely debt-free. I met my husband in Germany. I mean, so many things. I mean, God just showed up and showed out like only He can. He turned it all around. So my testimony, you know, when you have reached your lowest low, when you feel like you can't go any further, push through. But not only push through your pain, praise through your pain. Glorify God through your pain. You know, smile through your pain, because joy is coming. It's coming in the morning, but you just got to get through that midnight hour. And God, you know, sometimes He'll allow you to hit rock bottom so that you know that He's the only one that can bring you out. And He did. He brought me out of that. So I just want to encourage anyone who might be going through something so horrible that they think they can't get through, you can get through it.